Why, hello there. My name is Cass, short for sarcastic. And no, that's not my real name, for I have chosen to hide my true identity. For when beautiful, handsome, amazing, wise people such as myself get in front of a screen, they tend to become famous, loved and adored by millions of fans. They lose their sense of privacy and their home life is just never the same. Like I said, the name is Cass, and I will be your narrator for this production. The narrator is the character who recalls the events that happen in a narrative poem or a novel, but in this case, a musical. Now our story today starts off with a single father, Mr. Beamer, and his two fraternal children, Anthony and Amara. Now according to Oxford Online Dictionary, fraternal means having been developed in separate ova, therefore being genetically distinct, not necessarily of the same gender or any more similar than regular siblings. Therefore, there's no need to be alarmed at the severe difference between these two children, for it's a natural phenomenon. Though I must admit that even for me, this is a difficult sight to believe. Now, Mr. Beamer was a successful man, both at work and at home. He loved his job, his coworkers, and his family even more. Following the death of his wife due to a car accident a couple years ago, Mr. Beamer had decided to ease off of work and to spend more time with his family. Now that I think about it, I probably should have shown you a picture of his wife first, to better help you understand why these children look so unrelated. But that's besides the point. Anyways, back to the story. Nearing the two children's graduation of high school years, Mr. Beamer began to see a distancing in his daughter Amara.
Amara? Would you like some coffee? We might be up for a while discussing the reason you were out so late.
Yeah, sure, Dad.
Here, have a seat and make yourself comfortable. And please, enlighten me on your past few hours.
Oh, you mean like right now?
Like right now.
Are you sure you want to do it tomorrow morning?
No.
Evening?
Nope.
But you look kind of tired,
Don't make me say it again, Amara.
But you wouldn't believe me if I told...
probably wouldn't. The truth would be nice, Amara. I'd believe that.
But Dad, you probably won't like the truth, and you probably also already know part of it, so we don't need to talk about the rest.
No, that's the truth starting to come out right there. Amara, look at me. Were you out with your friends from school again?
Yes, sir.
Amara, it's one thing to disobey me by hanging out with those people, but it's another to not even tell me where you are or when you'll be home. If you're going to blatantly disobey me, at least have the courtesy to let me know you're going to be out late, so I'm not awake all night worrying about you. On top of that, you're not just disappointing me, Amara. You're disappointing God. I don't know why you're choosing this lifestyle rather than just seeking God's perfect plan for your life. This path you're on is the opposite direction from God. Is that the smell of cigarettes on you again?
Dad, come on, you know me. You raised me. I don't do that stuff.
Appearance of evil, Amara. Plus, if you're not smoking now, I guarantee you will start smoking if you keep hanging out with those people. So, what else do you guys do?
We just walked around, talked and stuff.
Talk. This late in the evening, why can't you talk after school, before school? Why does it have to be so late, Amara? It's because there's more you're not telling me, isn't there? Look, Amara, I love you, always have and always will. And it's because of my love for you that I get so concerned and protective when you're making all of these bad decisions. I'm more afraid than mad right now, afraid that this path you're taking will lead you away from me and your brother Anthony, and lead you away from God. There's nothing I can say that will change your mind, Amara. You yourself have to make the decision to either follow God or follow your flesh. Let me warn you right now, whatever path you choose, all right, will affect your entire future, for good or for bad. So choose wisely.
I now introduce to you the class of 2018.
Three, two, one.
Yo, let's go, bro. You just graduated,
Thank you,
bro.
man. Thank you. Thank you, bro. Thank you, thank you. That's okay, man. Thank you, bro.
Right, everyone, settle down, settle down. I think it's the father's turn to speak now, all right? Anthony, I just wanted to start out this night by saying this all wouldn't be possible without the kind, caring, compassionate, loving, forgiving patience of me. That's right, son. You would be a bum under a bridge had it not been for all the hard work I put into you. But in all seriousness, guys, I think it's God who deserves all the praise for everything done in our lives. To God be the glory, great things He has done. Son, I am very, very proud of you. I can safely say that Anthony here definitely got her brains from her mother. On the other hand, Amara here got her brains from her father. Sorry about that. But whether or not you received awards tonight, it doesn't matter, all right? What matters is that you both tried your absolute best. All God expects from us is our best, correct? Someday we will all stand before God and give an account of how we lived our lives. I hope when it's my turn to stand in front of the Lord, all He'll say is, "Well done, thou good and faithful servant." And on that note, something else that is very biblical is rewarding those who have been faithful and diligent in their work. So, in honor of my valedictorian and my other graduate, outside waiting for us is a limousine. That's right, kids, that's right. Your very own limo with enough room for everyone here to ride in. Where might this limo be taking you guys? You might be asking yourselves. After finding out the cost it is to rent a limo, you almost just went down the street to McDonald's. But before you start complaining, all right, kids, I found a cheaper limo company that will allow us to stay within budget and go to Olive Garden. Congratulations, son.
Thank you.
Oh, Anthony, Anthony. I am so proud proud of you. I've never heard Dad say that to me before. I'm Anthony. I am valedictorian. And as you can see, I have a humongous head, which makes me smarter and more superior than all of you guys put together.
Hey, look at me. I'm a crazy psychopath that likes to talk to myself and speak to inanimate objects, hoping to someday meet my fairy godmother and marry the prince of my dreams.
You know what? You sound just like a cheerleader. Maybe you should join the cheerleading squad.
Yeah, and maybe we should pad your room up, just in case you start to go a little bit cuckoo.
You're so funny.
What are you doing here talking to yourself anyways?
Oh, I'm just making fun of you, like I always do.
Are you sure? I mean, you seem a little bit off lately, like in the last few months. I mean, of course, you were born mentally off, but more so in the last few months. But seriously, though, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great. I'm fine. I mean, I should be happy for you. You just won valedictorian, and you got a full ride scholarship. You have your career going for you. You probably have a house and a car calling for your name right now. Must be nice being naturally smart. Having Dad always proud of you, not like he is to me. I mean, why shouldn't he be? You're basically perfect in every single way. Good job, great job. You're so amazing. You're always getting praises and gifts and things. And it's so easy to see. You're the perfect son.
Well, maybe compared to you. I try, work hard.
Yeah.
I earn what I've gotten. I don't like to waste time, especially before a test.
I can see.
I'm not the favorite. I'm just doing my best. But there's one thing. Father's not the only one I'm trying to please.
Okay, who else?
God up in heaven too. I haven't got it all together, but I know I need His grace to keep on going.
You don't even know. Sit down. You're cute. You're smart.
Oh, thank you.
You read all day long. Whatever you try, you just can't do wrong.
Oh, no, there was a time.
And it's so easy to see. You're the perfect son. I wish I could be perfect just like you. People compliment you on all you do. And it's so easy to see.
Fine, for once with you all agreed.
Yes,
I guess it's easy to see. You're the perfect son.
But I guess you do have an okay voice.
Well, so do you, I guess. Well, listen, do you think these looks and these brains come naturally? I mean, yes, I've been the starting point guard since grade 9. Yes, I won valedictorian. Yes, I got a full ride scholarship to British Columbia Baptist College. And yes, I do have some goals for my future.
Yes.
But all of that is only because I worked hard and I earned every single title and grade. I mean, you skipped school. You barely passed your classes. Your friends aren't even allowed to come near the house. I mean, you just barely graduated, and you probably haven't even thought about what you're going to do next. Amara, listen, I'm sure Dad wants to be very proud of you. He's just never had any opportunity to tell you. If you really want Dad to be proud of you, try doing something worth being proud of.
You think that's easy for you to say? Like you said, I just graduated. I don't have any more time to study.
You don't have to get good grades just to receive a pat on the back from Dad. Just serve God. Be faithful, get a job, stay out of trouble.
Anthony, you ready to go?
Oh yeah, I forgot, I got a basketball game, I gotta go.
I hate it when he's right. Proud I'll make you proud of your girl. Believe me, bad as I've been, Dad, you're in for a pleasant surprise. I've wasted time, I've wasted me. So say I'm slow for my age, a late bloomer, okay, I agree. That I've been one stubborn kid. Some girls, some pride and some joy. But I'll get over these lousing up, messing up, screwing up times. You'll see, Dad, now comes the better part. Someone's gotta make good, cross this stupid heart. Make good and finally make you proud of your girl. Tell me that I've been a laze and a loser. You won't get a fight here, no sir. Say I'm hard-headed, a goof-off, no good, but I couldn't be all that I am. Water flows under the bridge, let it pass, let it go. There's no good reason why you should believe me, not yet. I know, but someday and soon I'll make you proud of your girl. Though I can't make myself taller or smarter or pretty or wise, I'll do my best. What else can I do? Since I wasn't born perfect like Bro or you. Dad, I will try hard to make you proud of your girl.
I mean, did you see that guy last night? He was cute, but you know, he was making eye contact. So we just
Oh, you should hit him up.
Oh man, he's too good. I'm too good for him. Oh hey, hey, what's up?
Oh, hey guys.
Hey, you alright?
Oh yeah. Wasn't the party last night
Hi.
crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right, I guess.
All right, just all right.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Last night's party was dope,
It
yo.
was dope.
I don't know. Don't you guys feel bad about going behind our parents' backs?
No, not really.
Nah, my parents could care less about that kind of stuff. In fact, they go to parties and stuff all the time. You should hear their stories when they were our age.
Well, my parents are a bunch of hypocrites. They stay up late, sipping wine, drinking alcohol, laughing. And then they tell me it's bad. And they go to church and they hear the pastor preaching against it all the time.
Guys, come closer, come closer. Ha, that's nothing.
Okay.
I mean, my parents go to church like once a month. And when they do, my dad just hangs around the lobby the whole entire service.
Targeted.
I know, right? And you know what else? He talks to the other man, like usual. You know, at that thing. And on the way back, he just talks about how great the preaching was.
Oh yeah? You think that's bad? Well, listen to this. My mom used to go to church all the time when she was young. She used to go in all the ministries, like the nursery, what they call, like babes of the kids. And I remember this one particular kid she always talked about. His name was Titus, I think. What a slobbery child, and nose running snot everywhere. And then, you know, typical girl story, she fell in love with a guy who didn't go to church or believe in God in the first place, but he was cute or whatever. I mean, look at the gene pool.
I see.
But you're only going to see me caught dead in church for two reasons. One, for them Filipino parlance, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that was good.
Or it's Christmas, you know, hallelujah, or whatever. Hey, you're not thinking of quitting on us, are you?
I don't know. You guys just have way different lives than I do. I mean, my dad never did any of that stuff.
Really?
My dad was always faithful to church. He went on Sundays, Wednesdays, even sewing on Saturdays. And so was my mom. She did all that stuff too, even until her death.
Wow.
Actually, we used to have these Bible studies and prayers every night before we went to sleep. Well, I had to stop going to that because I started hanging out with you all.
Amara,
We did her dirty.
Amara, you know what you should do? You should tell your old man to get a grip. Let go of you already. Look at you. You're an adult now.
Yeah. True.
Well, that's just the thing, guys. I don't want to do that to my dad. I mean, I love my dad, and he does so much for me. We used to have a good relationship. It kind of ended when I started hanging out with you all.
Whoa, calm down there. We never made you hang out with us. You were hanging out with us, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Madison is right. Don't go blaming us for your parental problems.
Oh, wait. Daddy issues, because, you know, you only got one.
Ooh.
Just saying.
But it's not like I don't want to be friends anymore. Right? We've been through a lot.
Don't touch me.
But I think I should stop hanging out with you guys. Just for now.
So, just like that, after all we've been through,
Yeah.
you're just done with us?
Yeah.
Trash.
Well, I felt like you weren't all in. You seemed to drag us behind.
I can see that.
It's not like I don't like you guys. It's just the late night stuff that
Late
I should
night
probably stop doing.
Wow. Such a snake.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, calm down. If you need some time to rethink your decisions or you think we're doing something wrong here, you know where to find us. You can take your time. Come on, guys. Let's give her its space and time.
Space?
Oh.
Sorry.
Again.
Now, as you can imagine, this was not an easy thing to do. Friends are very important to the average teenager. In fact, most teens will probably do almost anything to be accepted by people. And sometimes this pursuit for friends means changing your clothing style, hairstyle, convictions, and sometimes even rebelling against authority. Very rarely do we see teens breaking up with their friends to better themselves. In fact, most teens would probably argue having more friends would make a better you. But not Amara. Amara had a goal in mind, a very simple, noble goal at that, to make her dad proud of her. So what could she do now? She was already so far behind her brother, who seemed to have everything all planned out and under control. Not that she thought of this as a game. No, she didn't want to steal the spotlight away from her brother. She loved him. But with her mom out of the picture, all she had left now was her dad. She had nobody else to blame except herself, and she knew it. She spent her whole high school life in selfish, lazy ambition, and now she was paying for it. How could she possibly make up for all that lost time? That is, if she could at all.
Anthony, Amara, could you guys come downstairs for a few minutes?
What's up, Dad?
just take a seat on the couch. There's something exciting I gotta tell you guys. Right. When you two were younger, your mother and I decided on something together. Well, it was mostly her idea. Man, I wish she was here right now. But anyways, she wanted to be the one to tell you this. 15 years ago, we decided to get you guys a gift for your high school graduation. Something that will help get you on the path that God has laid out for you, whether that be Bible college, trade school, university, whatever it is that you feel God leading. So, for the past 15 years, we have set aside money for each of you in a special savings account. Look, it's not as much as I would have wanted it to be, but little is much when God is in it, I suppose. That reminds me of a story your mother used to tell me.
Dad.
Come on, Dad, for real. How much is it?
Yeah. I haven't felt my heart beat this fast in a long time.
That's because you skip PE all the time.
Hey, I don't always skip.
Just let Dad finish.
Anyways, as I was saying, kids, originally it was much, much more than this, all right? But a few months back, the car needed a few repairs, and I didn't have the money, so I borrowed some of yours. Sorry about that. But hey, beggars can't be choosers. So here you go, kids. Enjoy. Why no yays, no hoorays?
Not gonna lie, this is just a little disappointing there, Dad.
Anthony, you can do so much with $20.
Yeah, Anthony. You know what, Dad? I can finally start that lemonade stand I've always wanted.
Exactly.
When I was 5 years old.
Come on, are you being serious right now, Dad?
Nah, I'm just messing with you.
I
You
knew
really
it.
think your father's that stingy?
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the truth now, right? So listen close. Let's break this down as a family. So, listen. Every month for the past 15 years, kids, how many months is that?
Oh, math? Amara, I actually went to school, so I'll answer this question. Don't worry about it.
Excuse me. That's 180 months. 180. Who's stupid now?
That's right, Amara. 180 months. For the past 180 months, we have set aside $50 for each of you. $100 in total. So, do the calculations, and how much is that per person? Anyone?
I'm gonna let Anthony over here answer. I obviously know it. I know the number. I'm just trying to be courteous.
Well, I appreciate your concern for my self-esteem. Anyways, let's see. 180 months. That's $9,000 per person?
That's right, Anthony. $9,000 per person.
Wow.
Look, I know $9,000 isn't that much when it comes to university. Not unless you go to British Columbia Baptist College, where $9,000 will get you 2 years of tuition.
So like actually $9,000. 90000.
Well, it's not that much.
Oh, come on, Dad.
It's actually $8,980. If you combine that with the 20 I gave you, bam, $9,000.
Wow. Thanks, Dad. So another question comes to mind, though. Is this like our money to use however we want, or our money to use however you want, if you know what I mean?
That is a very good question, Anthony, and I have thought long and hard about this question because I knew it would come up. If it were up to me, your father, I would force you guys to put it into a savings account and use it when the need arises. But your mother really wanted this to be the first opportunity to prove yourselves as adults, to really pray and to seek God's guidance on how to spend this.
Oh, in honor of Mom.
Anthony, let me finish, all right? So in honor of Mom not being with us anymore, I have decided to let you guys have full control of the money.
Yes!
Thank you.
But before you get too excited, kids, as your father, it is my full responsibility to give you some instruction regarding this cash. Now, I know I've talked to you guys about money management in the past, many times now, but I feel it important to remind you of a few principles. I'm going to read from Matthew 25 about the parable of the talents. Verse 14 says, "For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1. To every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money." Now, you two know the rest of the story. As I just read, the servant that was given 5 talents, he doubled it and turned it into 10. The servant that was given 2 doubled his and turned it into 4. But it's that last servant who was given only 1 talent. He hid his and did absolutely nothing with it. We know how the parable ends, right? We know how the master responded. He was completely happy with the first 2 servants for their efforts. But to the last servant, he was utterly disappointed. In fact, he even cast him out for being unprofitable. Now look, you two, I'm not going to cast you two out. Not permanently at least, but let this story be a reminder to you guys that the talents that the servants received were not theirs. It was the master's. And similarly, the $9,000 you guys got is not yours either. It's God's. So whenever you do decide to spend this cash, I urge you guys to keep God in mind. And on that note, you guys better not forget to tithe this money too. It's His anyways. I've said everything I needed to say. Go out there and make your Father proud. But most importantly, make God proud.
Okay, all right. Oh, wait, one more. Okay, all right. Now, everyone somewhere in them has a desire to make someone proud. Now, the act of being proud can be done in a sinful, arrogant way, or the act of being proud can be done in a positive way. It all depends on the direction in which the pride is being directed. For example, if you're proud of someone for their achievements or works, then pride can be given in a positive sense. But if that pride is directed at oneself, then we're looking for trouble. The pride being sought here is a positive pride, but even good intentions, if done incorrectly, can lead to destruction. As you can imagine, Anthony and Amara were quite excited for their newly found cash. Now $9,000 isn't enough to buy a house, buy a car, travel the world just like me, or even pay for university. That is, of course, unless you're planning on going to BC Baptist College. Anyways, $9,000 is certainly enough to get you into trouble. If you're not careful, that is. For the next several days, these twins couldn't help but think about what it was they were going to do with their money and when. As if they had to spend it right away. Our story continues today as the teens come to a conclusion as to how they're going to spend their money. Let's check it out.
Anthony! I've got it! I've got it! Don't you want to know what I've got?
I feel like you're about to tell me whether or not I want to hear it.
Look, Anthony, my boy, I'm gonna need your emotional support on this one, okay? If you have any, I'm sure it's there. I need you to pretend like you actually love and care for your little sister and want to know what I've got, okay? So I'm gonna come back and we're gonna start this all over again.
Okay, what is it about?
You're not supposed to ask that question yet. You have to wait till I come back.
So you're not going to tell me now?
I am gonna tell you. I just want you to. It's okay. Just forget about it. Just forget about it. So you're actually just gonna forget about it?
You just told me to forget it.
I didn't actually mean for you to forget about it.
Then why did you say so?
How did you become valedictorian and not even understand a single word your twin sister just said?
These are not simple words to understand.
I just wanted you to be excited for me. Is that so hard?
How am I supposed to be excited when I don't even know what you're talking about?
I'm talking about the money.
What money?
The money that Dad just gave us.
For graduation?
No. Yes, for graduation.
Then why didn't you say that in the first place?
What difference would it have made?
Maybe because I think I know what I'm going to do with it too?
You do?
Yeah?
Well, what are you gonna do with it?
Well, I'm thinking of using some of the money for a car so I can drive to school and my job when I get one, and just save the rest for emergencies or when I actually need it.
Well, that's boring. And noble, I guess.
Yeah, something noble would be boring to you.
Okay, here is what I really wanted to show you, okay? So, a friend that just moved to the city is getting me a chance to get her apartment for free. Well, that is until I can get a job.
So you're thinking of moving to the city to find a job? What's wrong with just finding a job here?
Well, there's nothing wrong with finding a job here, per se. It's just I need a change of scenery. And I'm afraid that if I stay here any longer, I'll just end up hanging out with my worldly friends again, partying and spending all our money on food.
Okay, well, what about church?
I'm glad you asked. I found a few near my friend's house. I couldn't really find any independent Baptist churches, but there are other possibilities.
Like what?
Ooh, here's a few that look okay.
Look okay? What's that even supposed to mean? They have a nice looking building?
Something like that.
Amara, do you not understand how important going to a good church is? Listen, if you're struggling to live for God at our church, how much worse off will you be if you go to a contemporary church that blasts rock music and could potentially teach false doctrine?
Yeah, I know.
Listen, I totally understand needing a change of scenery. And I even respect you for wanting to stay away from your worldly friends. But personally, I just don't think you should leave, especially without a good church to go to. Is this about Dad? Trying to make him happy?
What? No. Well, maybe a little, I guess.
I think it's more than a little. I think that's most of it. I'm assuming you haven't mentioned any of this to Dad yet?
No. I already know what he's gonna say.
You'll never know until you ask him.
As you can imagine, Dad wasn't very happy with the idea, but he could tell that she had already made up her mind. Amara was determined to get out of the house and give herself a fresh new start in life. Several weeks later, the day finally came for Amara to set out on her new adventure. She had everything all planned out, where she was going to stay, where she might possibly get a job, and even try to take some night classes at a local community college. She was scared, but excited to start a new life, one that would make her dad proud. As Amara headed out the door, she turned to give her dad the key to the house.
Here you go, Dad. I won't be needing this anymore.
No. Amara, I want you to keep the keys. Let this be a reminder that you're always welcome in this house, no matter the time of day, no matter the circumstance. And even if you do never come back here to live, you're always welcome to visit.
But unfortunately, and I'm very sorry, but you won't have a room to stay in because that's going to be my new weight room.
And you and I need to discuss rent, Anthony.
What? Rent?
And if you're interested in taking over her room, guess what? That'll be double the rent.
But Dad, you wouldn't do that to your favorite son, would you?
Watch me, Anthony.
Oh man, I really am gonna miss you guys.
Are you sure you don't want me and Anthony to take you to the bus station? It's right there.
No, I think I can handle it from here.
All right, Amara. Well, we're just a phone call away.
Okay. Bye, Anthony. Bye, Dad. Love
Amara.
you.
Love you
Love
too.
you too.
Someday and soon I'll make you proud of your girl. Though I can't make myself taller or smarter or pretty or wise, I'll do my best. What else can I do? Since I wasn't born perfect like Bro or you. Dad, I will try hard to make you proud of your girl.
Oh, hey, you guys actually showed up for Act 2. Well, I mean, naturally, with someone like me narrating the production, I'd come back too. Well, let's get back to the story. Actually, let's get back to my story. So basically, what had happened was today I was getting to work, and my brother. Whoa! I think if I recall, I am the story. I mean, without the narrator, you don't really have a production in the first place. Oh, I am improvising. I'm ad-libbing here. Okay, you didn't pay for the. No. You know what? I don't need this.
Hey, what are you doing?
Father in heaven, please protect her, guide her and show her who you are. She has so much to learn, my blessing she wants to earn, but she needs to see it's you she needs to please. On her journey, guide her steps. On her way, guard her purity. She wants to please me, but help her to see it's you she needs to obey. Father, please show her the way. Father, sister needs you. Protect her, guide her and show her good. She's leaving to try life on her own, but she needs to see it's you she needs to please. On her journey, guide her steps. On her way, guard her purity. She wants to please me, but help her to see
Is anyone home? The front door was weirdly left wide open, so I kinda just walked in. Hopefully I'm at the right house. Ah! Amara! Stacy! I missed you!
Hey, oh, that looks heavy.
Oh,
Let's
it's
put
a-
that away.
Oh, okay.
Right this way.
I'll take that.
Wow, you have a butler!
Kind of.
Come on and make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. Kick up your feet and have a seat. Just make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. Don't make a fuss, you're one of us, so make yourself at home. If you need a bite to eat, do us this little favor.
Help yourself to the refrigerator.
Make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. Hip hip hooray, you've made our day, so make yourself at home.
Hi. Life was getting boring with the same old grind each day, till your smile brought back that special zest.
Thanks for stopping by. Relax and don't be shy. Just have a seat and we will do the rest.
Make
Yourself at home, make yourself at home. Hip hip hooray, you've made our day, so make yourself at home. Make our home your castle, let us treat you like a queen.
Now you're here and you deserve the best.
They are here to serve. Oh, please just say the word.
And
We will do whatever you request. Come on and make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. Kick up your feet and have a seat. Just make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. Don't make a fuss, you're one of us, so make yourself at home. If you need a bite to eat, do us this little favor.
Help yourself to the refrigerator.
Make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. Hip hip hooray, you made our day, so make yourself at home. Hip hip hooray, you've made our day, so make yourself at home.
Wow, Stacy. I didn't know you could sing.
Oh, thanks, girl.
All right. All right, ma'am. Everything looks good back there. Just call me if you need anything else.
Thanks. Bye. See you later. He's been stealing my food for the last month.
Oh, that guy in the news.
Yeah, but he's my plumber, so what can you do?
I think it's a disguise. Anyways, how are you? You look good.
Thank you. I got
Nice.
some Louis Vuitton on,
Okay.
some Gucci, and some Guess.
Expensive.
But other than that, let me think. Oh, I recently just got a new job, and my manager loves me, so that's pretty cool.
That's good.
Yeah. Other than that, I also just got my L.
Wow!
Let's go extra.
Nice. I should probably get mine too.
Yeah. it's about time. Other than that, oh, the best part. If you come over here and you look out that second window, you can see my second office. You see it?
Oh, second office. Wow. I only see Starbucks from here though.
Exactly. If I'm not at work or at home, I'm always over there, as you can see.
Okay. Of course. Stacy, I forgot how much you love Starbucks.
Caramel macchiatos are the best.
This partnership might be better than I ever imagined.
Hey,
So,
what are you two so excited about?
Oh, I forgot to tell you. This is my boyfriend, Felix.
oh, hi, but boyfriend?
Sometimes butler.
Oh, hi. I'm Amara.
Yeah, well, how you liking here so far?
It's good. The beautiful Stacy just let me her room for free. Well, that is until I can find a job. I'm a little nervous. It's a really big city.
Yeah, well,
Good luck with all that.
Thanks. Oh, do you live nearby?
I guess you could say that.
I forgot to tell you, but Felix lives here with me.
Oh! Oh, you mean like in the same apartment building, so we're neighbors.
Like more of like the same apartment as boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh! Oh.
It's a party.
But I'll get a second room for myself, right?
Of course, of course.
Okay.
You get your own peace and quiet.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's gonna be you, me, and Felix.
Yeah. I just thought it would be you and me, though, girls.
And Felix.
And Felix.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. So how did this happen?
Well, you see, it's a little bit of a tragic story. A few weeks ago, it was my birthday, and my boyfriend was taking me out, and we had a few drinks, and we did some stuff, and we tried some new stuff, and you see, we came home, and his parents weren't too pleased, because they're very religious, much more than my parents were. And now he's living here with me, because he got kicked out.
Oh, okay. Well, we definitely have not talked since grade 11.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, but don't you and your parents still go to church?
I'm sure they do, but I just don't really talk to my parents much anymore.
Oh, but you still go to church, right? You're still a good girl, right?
Sure. Well, I've really been meaning to go. I really have. I've just been so busy with work and with life and just with having a boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it.
I don't mean to interrupt, but you should probably let her put her stuff away.
Oh, sorry. I've never been a host before.
It's okay.
All right, but I'll show you to your room, and then we can do some sightseeing, and then we can go shopping.
Sounds good to me. Let's go. So where did you meet this guy? Yeah.
That's a funny story.
Well, except for a few exceptions, Amara's new life had gotten to a pretty good start. While Stacy wasn't exactly the same girl that she remembered from high school, and if her dad found out that Felix was living with them, let's just say that her dad wouldn't be all too proud. And between you and me, that Stacy girl doesn't really have the best taste in boys. I mean, that Felix kid, not very pleasant on the eyes to say the least. Anyway, back to the story. A couple weeks go by and Amara is starting to forget something a little important.
We're gonna get coffee. Do you want to come?
Let me guess. McDonald's coffee?
Ugh, don't insult my taste buds that way.
But they have a good deal. You gotta say, it's a $1 coffee.
Well, if you want to spend your last dollar on motor oil, be my guest. But I'd prefer to spend my money on quality.
I kind of feel like having Tim Hortons right now, though.
Honey, sweetie, babe, were you invited to this conversation?
Well, I mean, they have smooth, clean coffee, though. You know, I should have a right to my own opinion.
Well, then you must have had a very, very sad childhood.
Well, I may have bad taste in coffee,
Yep.
but at least I'm not a snob.
Well, you better believe I'm a snob. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
You know what? You should get ready, or whatever.
Okay. Ice cream loyalty card.
So, are you coming? You should totally come.
I don't know. I already spent all my money shopping with Stacy. I guess I can finally go job hunting for once.
If it's just about the money, then I'll pay for you. It's my pleasure.
Are you guys getting ready? So, what did you decide? You know you want to.
I know I want to, but I can't. I'm sorry. I really am. Maybe next time.
All right. Well, then we'll catch you later, okay? All right, honey, come on, let's go. It's all right.
Amara probably should have started job hunting right away. But then again, who am I to judge? I haven't worked a day in my life.
You got that right.
I mean, with a face like this, people basically just throw money at me. Job hunting wasn't easy, to say the least, especially when you don't have that much of a resume. Weeks go by, and being an adult proved to be a lot more than what Amara had hoped. Being an adult wasn't exactly what she thought it would be. Everyone else seemed to make it look so easy. Why was she having such a hard time with it? Several weeks had passed by as a jobless Amara sits on her bed and begins to write her dad a letter.
I think this is good enough. Let's just proofread it just in case. Hey Dad, it's me, your daughter, Amara. Sorry it took so long to write to you. Guess I just got cut off trying to get my new life started. I'm sure you see my Instagram posts from time to time. I could have written you an email, which probably would have been quicker, but I thought a letter might be more personal. Well, things are going great here. Stacy has been such a great friend to me, taking me around town. We also went shopping, and she always makes sure I have something to eat. And, of course, she's letting me stay here for free. She even helped me get a job at her firm. It's full-time? Nah. Let's say it's part-time. Yeah, I think he'll believe that. Part-time right now, but has potential to become a career job. I hope Anthony is staying out of trouble. I'm sure by now he's married, has 5 kids, owns his own 7-bedroom house with 3 cars, a dog, 2 dogs, 2 cats on 10 acres of land that's hovering over the city on a self-maintaining engine propeller that he invented himself. Of course. Anyway, I just wanted to send a little letter to help you not worry about me and know that everything is going great here. I'll be by to visit soon, that is, when my boss allows me to take a few days off work. Hope the church is going well. Stacy and I found a church nearby her house. The pastor preaches well, but not as well as Pastor Black. I miss hearing his rants about the dangers of lottery. Well, I gotta get ready for work now, but I'll be writing again soon. Love, your daughter, Amara.
Make yourself at home. Make your. Stacy, you home? Stacy.
Oh, the movie was so sad. They should have ended up together. Oh, hey. Sorry, Stacy's not home right now. Is everything okay?
I'm fine. Except my head. But, anyways, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm just watching some Netflix in my room. You sure you're okay?
I'm fine. I'm just great.
Oh. You smell a little like alcohol, though.
Well, you know, that kind of happens sometimes when you go to a bar. Yeah. But, anyways, want to come watch Netflix over here? You know, with me?
That's okay. You probably won't like what I'm watching. It's a little bit girly. Maybe when Stacy gets home,
No,
we can.
not just the two of us.
I don't think that's a good idea. I don't want to hurt Stacy's feelings. Maybe I'll call her to see if she
No,
wants.
she's always working. She's never at home. Just the two of us.
You're a little delusional right now, I think. So, if you need anything, I'll be in my room.
Hey, where are you going?
With a drunk Felix pounding on the door to her room, Amara manages to grab most of her things and sneak out the window of her room. Amara, now scared out of her mind, starts wandering the streets in the evening. Scared, confused, angry, poor, and homeless, she finds her way to a park bench. Uncertain about her future, she pulls out her phone, scrolls through her contacts, and stops at her dad. She knows he would come and pick her up in a heartbeat. She knows he would take care of her. But what about her fake job and the fake life she led her dad to believe? What about all the money he gave her that is now almost completely gone? What about her successful brother and his scholarships? Pride. Pride is a very strong emotion that can make a bad situation even worse. Amara was already in a bad enough situation, and her pride was gonna make it much, much worse. Exhausted from the events and emotions of the day, she lays her head on her backpack and falls asleep.
Come on. Of course it's dead. It's an iPhone. No money. Where am I supposed to go now? I could go back to Stacy's, but Felix is there. I could go home. Why is this happening to me? That's my only choice, to go home. But I don't want to go home.
Now, generally, this is the part of the story where the daughter and father have a happy reunion. The dad is waiting at home, arms wide open, waiting for the daughter who has finally come home. In the Bible, a famous parable is given by Jesus himself that most people like to call the prodigal son. Now, a prodigal is someone who spends their resources or money recklessly and frivolously. In the story, a boy takes all of his possessions and money and runs away, spending all of his money on frivolous things. And when the time finally comes that he runs empty, he returns home, only to find his father with arms wide open. However, I regret to inform you that in our story today, that is not the case. You see, the daughter, assuming things hadn't changed since she left, came to her old house at the time she knew nobody would be home, and took advantage. She stole what food she could to keep herself going, but not so much as to cause suspicion of an intruder and spook her father into changing the locks, for she imagined she would be needing to return for some more food in the future. A truly desperate twist to this tale. Now, as you can imagine, the little food that she got and the resources would not all last her long. So she continued to look for jobs and places to sleep each night, but seemed all out of luck as each day came up empty. Now, being back in her hometown meant something else for Amara, her old worldly friends. Now in this case, the word worldly is being used in a biblical sense, meaning wrong, bad, or something contrary to what Christ would want it to be. And as for those friends, it wouldn't be long until they found out that Amara had finally come back home.
Do you see that guy over there in that
I know.
I'm gonna blow up.
Oh, yeah. Here's Amara.
Hi. What are you doing? Hey. I can't believe my eyes. Calm yourself.
Would you look who's back from the dead?
I thought you was a city girl now, living the dream.
Yeah, the city wasn't as great as you might think it is.
Did I hear you right? It's my dream to live in the city. You know the parties they have there? It's pretty dope, yo.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mara. Did you go to any of those parties?
Yeah, some of them.
Oh, some.
But I couldn't really go to all, you know. I was busy working and
Stop.
Oh.
You working? Nice one.
yeah, it is pretty funny, I guess.
Thank you.
But the city just wasn't for me. There was too much smog.
Smog.
And large crowds.
Alright.
But I am of a coffee snob now.
You're just a snob.
Well, we've moved on to much stronger things like
Oh,
coffee
yes.
now, right?
Oh, yes.
Since you know, you've been away.
I mean, totally. This stuff was expensive, but it was totally a rock. Yes.
Isn't that dangerous? Where did you get that?
Now stop asking such silly questions like that.
Yeah, you silly a goose. Oh, she greasy.
Guys, I just got back from the city. I don't think I'm ready for this stuff now. Maybe you guys are, but why don't we just walk around and talk and stuff like we used to? Say, do you know any place hiring? I could use a job.
Honey, we don't work.
Party inside?
Party?
Party?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Actually.
You can come if you want.
Party! Yeah.
And Father, before closing in prayer, I beg of you as I do each and every day that you please protect my daughter Amara from this world and all the danger that come with it. She may be young, she may be naive, often allowing herself to follow the wrong crowd. But Lord, put your arm of protection around her at all times. She may be simple, Lord, but she has a desire to do right. Help her to find you and to cling to you, to have a desire for you, and most importantly, to fall in love with you, Lord.
As jobs kept coming up empty, the need for food always stayed consistent. Amara found herself living with her friends, jumping from house to house. But tired of leeching off her friends' parents all the time, Amara found herself stealing food from small stores in order to get by. As the days pass on, Amara started hanging out more and more with her worldly friends. In the Bible, it makes explicitly clear the dangers of following the wrong crowd. In Job 17:1, it says, "My breath is corrupt, my days are extinct, the graves are ready for me." Sorry, seems I got the wrong verse there. All right, let's fix that. Proverbs 1:10. In the Bible it says, "My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not." In Proverbs 13:20, it says, "He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed." In Proverbs 14:7, the Bible says, "Go from the presence of a foolish man, when thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge." One afternoon, as Amara finds herself with her friends, they find themselves in a sticky situation.
How do you even do the dances with like one foot and like the same arm? Or is like,
All right.
Hey guys, I'm here.
Hey.
you made it.
Yeah, don't I always make it?
But true. I just didn't want you to miss out on all the fun we're gonna be having tonight.
Oh, miss out on what?
The fun.
Well, let's just say that we got a little surprise tonight.
Oh, a surprise. Cool. What is it?
I can't tell you that. Wouldn't be a surprise anymore.
Oh,
Miss, but good one.
Well, anyways, where's Jake?
Jake's the one getting the surprise.
Oh. Oh, wait. You just hi Jake with a surprise?
You?
You guys must be desperate on this one.
Yep, again.
It's gonna be good.
Guys, guess what up?
Oh. Woo! Are those keys?
Yeah, they are.
Wait, when did you get a license?
Where have you been? The city?
Well,
We don't need licenses
I think
here.
she's innocent.
It's 2018.
I'm
Some nice
pretty
people
sure
out
you
there.
still need a license to drive. Anyways, he's high as a kite right now. I am not getting in the car with him.
Oh, it's okay. Tell you a little secret, We're all high right now. Okay, it's a party. Let's go. Come on.
I wish I had some good news to tell you at this moment. I wish I could tell you that Mr. Beamer magically swooped in and stopped Amara from getting into that car. I wish I could tell you that she came to her senses and decided to sit this one out. But I can't. Instead, I must tell you the truth. For in the midst of frivolous fun and excitement came, without notice, a terrible accident.
Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Here you are, ma'am. You just need to sign this paper and you're free to go.
I can't believe I'm getting released so early.
Well, I can't believe that the only injury you got from that accident was a sore neck. Like, just a sore neck from a car accident. Wow, you were one lucky person.
Yeah, I guess I am lucky. But I don't deserve it. Say, how are the others doing? When can I next see them?
Well, I'm sorry to say, but not for a while. They have some serious injuries and are in police custody right now for driving while on drugs. Say, aren't you supposed to be in custody too?
I thought I was supposed to be too. But one of my friends said I was forced into the car and that I wanted no part in it. And I guess I was the only one that passed the drug test.
Wait, were you actually forced into the car?
No. Well, at least I don't think so. I mean, they convinced me. I said yes. Isn't that good enough?
Wow, you're pretty lucky to have friends that'll stick up for you like that. Well, unlike mine, that is. What did the police officer say, if you don't mind telling me?
The police officer said that I should be thankful for getting a free pass from juvenile and that I should never expect it again.
Wow, that's quite a day you've had there, ma'am. Well, listen, if I were you, I would call my parents, letting them know about the situation. There's a phone waiting for you downstairs if you don't have one.
Yeah, thanks. I think I'm actually gonna go to the park and walk around for a bit, just to clear my head.
That's no problem. Just stay safe and make better choices.
Hey, thanks for everything. I'll try. You've been so foolish, so stubborn, so proud. How stupid can one person be? I keep messing up and messing around, and look where it's gotten to me. Proud of your girl. You won't be proud of your girl. Dad, will I ever make you proud of your girl?
Titus, go play, go play. I'm over here. Hey, are one of those your kids?
Oh, no, they're not. I'm just sitting on this bench, sorry.
Oh, I see. Rough day? Hello? Anybody in there?
Oh, sorry, what did you say?
If you don't mind me being so bold, you seem to be lost in thought. Are you okay?
Yeah. No, actually. I'm actually not okay.
What is it?
You see, my dad just really gave me this graduation present, and I thought it might be a good idea to take it and to start a new life for myself outside of home. I wanted to make him proud. I wanted to do something right for once in my life. But I guess that didn't really work out, so I ended up staying with a friend who I barely even knew.
Oh, I've done none of those before, let me tell you.
And all of a sudden, her boyfriend just comes home drunk and basically forces me out of the house. So I had no other choice but to go home, back home, where I never wanted to see my dad, and I had to steal from our family fridge. Our family fridge.
Wow.
And then out of nowhere, my friends come back, and they basically invite me to party, and to drink, and to do drugs, and all of a sudden we got into a car accident.
Really? A car accident?
But do you see me? I'm unscratched. I have 2 friends that are in the ICU, and all of them waiting to go to juvenile prison.
Whoa. Juvie?
And now I have no money, no food, no place to sleep, no friends, and nowhere to go.
Wow.
Why am I still like this? I don't know what to do, I'm sorry.
Wow. That is quite a story, believe me. I can see why you are so sad though, but here's a thought. You said your dad lived in this town. Why not just, I don't know, go home?
Go home.
Yep.
I'd rather die than see him. I'd rather die than let him see me like this, after everything I wasted.
Well, look, I'm sorry, I don't even know your name.
It's Amara.
Amara, how nice. Well, Amara, it seems to me, if I may be so bold, that you've been living your entire life just to please your dad. But I think you're missing something very important here. There's somebody much more important that you should be thinking about right now. Yourself.
God!
Oh, did you say God? I'm very sorry if I let on that I was religious because I'm not.
No, it's okay. That was my fault. What you just said reminded me of something my dad would always say to me. Amara, always keep God first. But as you can see, I never listened to him.
Yes, that's quite obvious. But, Amara, that's very good advice. I don't know much about God and church and all that, but what I do know is that if I believed in an all-powerful, all-supreme God who created the entire universe, I would definitely want my children to be living their lives to please Him instead of me. But that's if I believed in God. There's a thought. Oh, Titus! Sorry, my kid got in some trouble again. You know, I really hope that you go back home and reconcile with your dad, but I gotta go. Bye! Titus, get down from that tree, boy!
Ever heard of an aha moment? It's one of those moments in life where something so blatantly obvious finally starts to make sense. For example, when you're looking for your glasses everywhere and can't seem to find them, but they were just on top of your head the whole time. Or maybe when you're in 5th grade math, learning about fractions, and you just can't seem to get the concept, and then all of a sudden one day it just clicks. Well, one night on a park bench, Amara finally had her moment. Due to the kind words of a wise stranger, it finally clicked in her brain the futility of trying to please her dad by her own means. She learned that who she needed to please was God and no one else, and that she didn't have to compete with her brother or anyone else because God loves her for who she is. With a lightness in her heart that Amara hadn't felt for a long, long time, she packed up her stuff, turned around, and went somewhere she shouldn't have left at all. Home. Now, the long-awaited reunion had finally arrived, and when it did, it was indeed bittersweet. Bitter for Amara in finally swallowing her pride, and sweet for her father in finally seeing his daughter safe and at home. Now, it indeed was a difficult task to admit all of her failures and tell everything to her father. But she held a sense of dignity in knowing that she was finally doing something right for once, even if doing right meant admitting wrong. In the midst of all the emotions, we see Amara finally opening up to her dad.
I spent 18 years of my life competing against Anthony over here for your affection. I was so consumed by it that I forgot about getting God's attention.
Amara, haven't I told you that I love you, always have and always will, and have prayed every day of your life that you would live to please the audience of one, not me, not your brother, but God. It took a long way to get here, Amara. But you're here now, and that's all that matters.
You always were the slow one.
Anthony, I've just turned my life around and you're still teasing me?
Come on, you know I don't do the emotional stuff. But seriously though, I'm super thankful that you finally realized that God is the one we need to please. You know, pleasing anyone else just gets exhausting.
That's true.
Amara, I just wanted to tell you this. Even after all that happened, I'm very, very proud of you, of both of you. Let us be a family that loves each other, but loves God more. Thank you, Father, for your love, for your grace to our family. We want to please you, so help us to be more like Christ every day. Father, your word will obey. Father, please lead us in your way.
For do I now persuade men or God? Or do I seek to please men? For if I yet pleased men, I should not be the servant of Christ. There are so many people on this earth today that try to please mom and dad, teachers, friends, and family. They try to please the people in their lives that more often than not, they forget to please the Savior that made them. People try to worship the creation instead of the Creator. There are so many people that live their lives in states of idolatry and forgetfulness in Christ. Yet day after day, our Savior proves himself strong and faithful in forgiving us and loving us as we are, have been, and will always be imperfect. In John 3:16 it says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life."
Proud of us, Lord. We'll make you proud of us, Lord. Though we can sometimes be stubborn or proud or wasteful of time, we want to be more like thee. So hear our prayer and help us to do what your word says to do. We've lived life our own delight. We've lived life in our own might. But
what you've told us to do. We want to serve you with all our hearts. Cause what we want is to make